When Samsung typically unveils their lineup of new phones, it's the S24 Ultra that gets all the praise. You got the S Pen, bigger battery, extended zoom range capabilities when it comes to the camera. However, there's a compelling case for considering the S24 Plus instead of the Ultra. Despite its lower profile, priced at $989, the S24 Plus offers significant savings compared to the Ultra. In my experience with the S24 Plus, I've come to really appreciate its value proposition over the Ultra. Now, both models do share the same access of AI features, and at the same time, you also have the same Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipsets. At the same time, the S24 Plus also offers two storage options, 256 and 512. One starts at $999, the other one starts at $1,200. Both variants, however, do come with a generous 12 gigabytes of RAM. In contrast to many other smartphones, the S24 Plus offers a wide range of color choices. While most retailers do provide a selection, purchasing directly from Samsung does grant you access to the full spectrum of colors, including sandstone orange, sapphire blue, cobalt violet, jade green, marble gray, onyx black, and amber yellow. I have the onyx black and I think it looks absolutely insane. On both the S24 and S24 Plus, I've been kind of back and forth with both phones. I think this is one of the best colors I've ever seen on a smartphone. For its design, similar to the S24 Ultra, the S24 Plus is still difficult to use with one hand. However, it does feel notably lighter, weighing in at just under 7 ounces, which often surprises users upon picking it up. Constructed with space-grade aluminum, the S24 Plus lacks the titanium frame of the Ultra, but still feels somewhat robust, boasting an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. Design tweaks include smaller bezels around the display, enhancing its appearance compared to the previous model while slightly increasing its screen size. Despite these improvements, some may find the design less striking compared to competitors like the OnePlus 12 and Nothing Phone 2. Then moving on to its display, we have a 6.7-inch Quad HD Plus Dynamic AMOLED 2-time display. The Galaxy S24 Plus impressively maximizes screen real estate here, rivaling the clarity of the S24 Ultra thanks to its higher pixel density. Now, Samsung is advertising a peak brightness of 2600 nits, but I never really got close to that. Around 1500 was the max for me, especially in broad daylight. It was still really good and still an improvement over the S23 Plus and the iPhone 15 Plus. I just feel like it does fall short of Samsung's claim. This brightness level at the same time does enhance visibility under various conditions, much better than before, making the S24 Plus a strong contender in that display department. Fortunately, the Galaxy S24 Plus does maintain excellent visibility even in outdoor conditions like I just mentioned. Tested by playing some of my favorite podcasts and videos on YouTube on a bright sunny day. The screen retained clarity with vibrant colors and minimal distortion, typical of what we see on AMOLED panels. With a refresh rate of up to 120Hz, the display does ensure smooth performance, particularly evident in gaming. While the enhancements may seem minor, it is important to note that the S24 Plus's display does compete very well with the much pricier S24 Ultra. And then we have AI features. Having extensively explored the new Galaxy AI features, I find many of them practical for most daily use, though some like Live Translate's real-time interpreter mode does still require some refinements. Notably, these features are available across the entire Galaxy S24 series, unlike Google's approach with the Pixel 8 phones, which reserved certain AI features just for the Pro model. Functionally, I will say that the S24 Plus is really no different from the S24 Ultra, making the value proposition of the S24 Plus that much more exciting at its price points. You still have Circle to Search, which is very useful, allowing seamless in-app searches without really having to switch applications. And then you also have Chat Assist, which offers sophisticated writing adjustments. I will say it is probably awkward for some users though. And then at the same time, you also have Live Translate, so what are you really missing out on here? Nothing. And then we have software. The S24 Plus does maintain its appeal primarily through its array of AI features. Similar to the S24 Ultra, the S24 Plus supports Samsung DeX, offering a desktop PC-like experience, which proves convenient for users in need of a laptop alternative. However, at the same time, the S Pen remains exclusive to the Ultra variant only, with no significant updates to its capabilities in recent years, making it primarily appealing for its paper meets pen experience on the larger display of that Ultra. Now let's really get into the juice of the S24 Plus. Cameras. I will say that in terms of hardware, the camera upgrades on the S24 Plus aren't groundbreaking compared to its predecessor. It does maintain a rear camera setup comprising a 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 10 megapixel telephoto lens with 3-time optical zoom, similar to the S23 Plus. However, focusing solely on specs does overlook advancements in image processing techniques. The S24 Plus incorporates a dedicated ISP block for noise reduction, particularly beneficial in low light conditions. Comparative shots with the iPhone 15 Plus reveal the S24 Plus's capability in delivering attractive photos with excellent dynamic range in high contrast scenes. Despite all these strengths, the S24 Ultra does remain the preferred choice for those prioritizing camera performance. As for the camera performance on the S24 Plus, it does excel in various lighting conditions thanks to its new ISP block, notably brightening shadows for improved detail. Selfies, on the other hand, are noticeably brighter with the S24 Plus, though I will say that detail capture does remain somewhat similar. In portrait mode, the iPhone 15 Plus does outperform with sharper definition, and then low light performance does kind of vary between the two, with the S24 Plus excelling in drawing out details hidden in shadows and avoiding oversaturation. The S24 Plus, just like the Ultra, does offer 8K video recording, a feature typically associated with the Ultra model. Video recording performance is commendable with sharp details and responsive exposure compensation. However, details do degrade at maximum zoom levels. And the same can also be said at nighttime. If you try to shoot 8K video with this phone at nighttime, for example, in this video that I'm about to throw up right now, it just kind of falls apart. There's noise everywhere. And then you also have instant slow-mo, which is a standout feature among this new line, allowing users to convert recorded footage into slow motion videos with ease, though you might notice some ghosting effects in busier scenes. Overall, both the S24 and S24 Plus are delivering very good camera experiences for the general consumer out there, but if you're someone who loves cameras and photography is a priority for you, then obviously go for the S24 Ultra because the cameras are much better, but you're gonna have to justify the price point on that. And then we have performance. In the United States, the S24 Plus does run on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset when it comes to performance, while international versions do feature the Exynos 2400. Now, concerns arise about potential compromises with that Exynos chip, especially considering its past performance issues. However, the Snapdragon variant impresses with minimal performance gaps compared to the S24 Ultra, scoring very well in Geekbench 6 tests. The S24 Plus exhibits instant responses and fluid movements, offering smooth app launches and productivity tasks. Graphics processing capabilities are remarkable, evident in its high scores and smooth frame rates in 3D Mark's Wildlife Unlimited tests, rivaling even the S24 Ultra's performance. And then we have battery life. Just like the S24 Ultra, I absolutely love the battery life on both the S24 and S24 Plus. It's absolutely amazing. Now, it's not as crazy as what we saw on the OnePlus 12, but it's a lot better than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I don't know about you guys, but when I am charging my iPhone 15 Pro Max in broad daylight and say I'm using the phone, it still dims that screen to 50% and I can't see anything outdoors. I don't ever experience that with the Samsung lineup. The S24 Plus impresses with its remarkable battery endurance, outperforming its predecessor and even the S24 Ultra in my testing, lasting an impressive 16 hours and 32 minutes. This significant improvement of 5 hours in the battery life is mostly dedicated to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset. The power efficiency is absolutely amazing, but just like the Ultra, I would like to see a lot faster recharge times when it comes to wired and wireless charging. You have 45 watt wired charging, and then you also have 15 watt wireless charging, which is better than most phones out there, but I still feel like they can do a lot better here. With the compatible charger, the S24 Plus does reach 72% in 30 minutes, slightly surpassing the S23 performance. But I mean, let's be real here. The S24 Plus is priced at $999, which does offer significant value compared to the $300 more that we see in the S24 Ultra. While the Ultra boasts additional features like the S Pen, titanium design, and extra 5x telephoto camera, I do feel like the S24 Plus stands out for its comparable processing performance, brightness output, and longer lasting battery life. Both models share identical Galaxy AI features, making the S24 Plus a compelling choice for those seeking flagship features without that premium price tag. While photo enthusiasts may lean towards the Ultra, I still feel the S24 Plus does excel in delivering essential flagship features at a much more accessible price point. Look, I love the S24 and S24 Plus a lot more than the S24 Ultra. That's me. I get these same AI capabilities, same features, same functionality, much better battery life, and phones that are much cheaper. So for the general consumer out there, these phones are a much better value proposition. Now, if you're the Samsung user who has to have the best cameras, then by all means, go for the S24 Ultra. You know who you are. But for me and the general consumer out there, I feel like the S24 and S24 Plus are an absolute steal at their price points, and I do like them a lot better than the S24 Ultra. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know down below, where you'll also find links to everything that we covered in today's episode. If you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DetroitFury. And if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you smash that like button for me, subscribe, turn on post notifications. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next episode. Peace.